You talk. You know what I mean? Saying he's too big to make featherweight. You're about this big. You know what I mean? Tries to call me fat in interviews, lad. Like, if you can't make featherweight, you're a fat little. You know what I mean? You're about 5'5". Like, at least I'm a big ass lightweight. You know what I mean? And I've never missed weight. I've never talked about moving up because I'm a professional. You know what I mean? You're a little.
So hopefully he puts himself in the spot where we can share the octagon one day, and he's gonna realize.
So you want to fight him?
I want to fight him. Of course I want it.
Following his dominant victory over Michael Chandler, Paddy Pimblett called out Ilia Topuria once again. Their rivalry dates back to March 2022, when the two were involved in a confrontation at a hotel during UFC Fight Night London. The incident later intensified online after Pimblett made comments surrounding the Russo-Georgian War. After defeating Michael Chandler at UFC 314, Paddy Pimblett took another shot at Ilia Topuria. He claimed Ilia had become so inactive that he was barely on his radar, while pointing out that Paddy now sits higher in the lightweight rankings. Pimblett also criticized Topuria for waiting on a title opportunity and warned that he would suffer an even worse outcome than Chandler if they eventually met.
But I guess where does he fit in this whole picture?
To be honest, I him. Got all about him. Or I would have mentioned him in the cage. You know what I mean? I don't call him Sanitizer Boy anymore. He's now El Chorizo. But as I say, I literally all about him. That's how relevant he is. I'm ranked higher than he is at lightweight. So, you know, I'd love to welcome him to 155. But apparently, and I was waiting for the title shot. But, you know, that what I've just done to Chandler's half the blueprint of beating him. He's even more of a midget than Chandler is. Like, I'll do the exact same thing to Ilia than what I've done to Chandler. But as I say, anyone can get...
Yeah, we want that. I forgot to mention Ilia in the cage, to be honest. That's how irrelevant he is in my life. I forgot to even mention El Chorizo. You know what I mean? I didn't even think of him. I'm ranked higher than him at lightweight.
Topuria argued that much of Pimblett's fame comes from his massive social media presence, rather than his accomplishments inside the cage. Pointing to Paddy's large Instagram and YouTube audiences, Ilia made it clear that he did not consider him a serious enough contender to deserve his attention.
He's not even ranked. Why I have to fight him? What he got? Like Instagram followers, YouTube followers, a lot of people who are like more popular than him. I don't care about that.
In a later interview, Ilia Topuria appeared more open to the idea of facing Paddy Pimblett. After previously downplaying the matchup, he acknowledged that the fight could be an exciting one and said he was looking forward to the possibility, suggesting their long-running rivalry could eventually be settled inside the octagon.
May, who knows, may in the future we face each other. It could be a great fight.
You and Paddy?
Me and Paddy. I'm looking forward for that.
Topuria later explained that the hostility between him and Pimblett traces back to an argument involving Georgia, Ilia's home country. He took offense to comments Paddy made about the Russia-Georgia conflict, especially because Ilia had personal experience with the 2008 war. In his view, the subject was far too serious to be treated as a joke, and that confrontation became the foundation of their ongoing rivalry.
He said some stupid shit about Georgia, about my country. He said something like, now I understand why Russia is throwing bombs to Georgia. And like, bro, you never live in a situation where your country had a war. I lived there in 2008. Don't joke with that.
Topuria said Pimblett's remarks about Georgia went beyond ordinary fight promotion. He believes competition has limits, especially when serious conflicts and real human suffering are involved. For Ilia, respect should remain essential even in a heated rivalry, and he considers jokes about war unacceptable.
Kind of, you know what I mean? You can joke. Sport is sport. We athletes, I respect all of that. But there are lines that you can't cross, you know? the people's life are involved in this joke. You can't do that.
Sean O'Malley also commented on the rivalry, highlighting the noticeable difference in physical build between Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria. He pointed out that Paddy appears significantly larger despite competing only one division above Ilia, without making a prediction about who would win.
Wish they would do that Topuria versus Paddy fight. I know it's different weight classes, but the beef's there.
I mean,
He
just the
beat the
levels
shit
are
out of him.
they're just so different.
Yeah.
And the UFC knows that. They're
I
not
feel
stupid.
like Paddy literally is way bigger than Ilia. I'm not saying he'd win or lose. I'm just saying it's crazy to think they're only one weight class difference, but he's way bigger.
Yeah, but if you saw Paddy on weight, close to weight, you'd be like, oh, he's not that huge.
I think you would be like, holy, these guys look way different. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Just the
Paddy's a
height?
big guy. Yeah, height, just everything. Like me and Schmitty standing next to each other. Way bigger than them.
Ilia Topuria has made it clear that he is interested in facing Paddy Pimblett while both remain active in the same division, although he wants the matchup to happen. Topuria also mocked Paddy's frequent weight fluctuations and took a sarcastic shot at his physique.
So hopefully he puts himself in the spot where we can share the octagon one day, and he's gonna realize.
So you want to fight him?
I want to fight him. Of course I want it. Of course. While I'm an active fighter, right now we are in the same weight division. Yeah, look how fat he looks.
But he does that quite often, right? He puts on the weight and then he trims down. He puts on the weight and he trims down.
Pimple.
That's part of his
Little pimple.
little pimple.
Paddy Pimblett. Yeah. He gets so fat, I don't know, anti-athletic.
Paddy Pimblett acknowledged that Topuria has improved as a fighter, even while continuing to criticize him personally. Paddy also mocked Ilia over his weight issues, arguing that the former champ
Of his like involvement, because that was a long time ago, and now pulled up like
Yeah,
crazy,
he has.
right?
But we always knew he was a good fighter. Know what I mean? Even though I hate him and I think he's a bellend, like I wouldn't lie and say he's a fighter. And it made me laugh when he said, "What did he say? He called me fat." That's like, lad, you can't make your weight division anymore that you are champion of. He's a midget, lad. He's tiny. He's smaller than Michael Chandler. You'll see what I do to Michael Chandler next Saturday night when I dismantle.
champion is physically smaller than Michael Chandler, and suggesting that Topuria's upcoming performance against Chandler will ultimately reveal where he stands.
To be honest, I don't know what to tell you. If he's a good fighter, he's not a good fighter. Sometimes his fight sucks. Sometimes he does something that looks good. I don't know. He's a very average level of fighter. Let's say.
Always going to be bad blood just because we've seen him. I seen him the other week on stage and he was stood next to Hunter and I touched him down. That was because in the back, as he walked through, it was funny, all the security are like that. And as he walked through, he just looked at me and went like that. And I just started laughing my head off and done that back.
So you gave each other a nice hello?
Yeah,
Okay.
And obviously I'm not going to start hitting him on stage and taking publicity away from my teammate Nathan who was about to fight. So yeah, it's just one of them, because we still don't like.
Topuria continued to question Pimblett's abilities, describing him as an inconsistent and average-level fighter. He argued that Paddy can occasionally produce impressive moments, but has also delivered performances that fall well below expectations, highlighting the ongoing tension between them.